Two armed drivers are dead after a road rage-fueled fight, a gunfight, at a car wash. This is being reported in the Ionia County, Michigan Sentinel Standard. Two Ionia men are dead after a road rage incident led to a shooting shortly before 7 p.m. Wednesday. A preliminary investigation concluded that a 43-year-old man and a 56-year-old man, both from Ionia, were involved in a confrontation. They were driving separate vehicles, Lewis. They both drew their pistols, which they legally owned and were 100% legal, responsible gun owners, and they shot each other. They shot each other. They both were injured on scene and were later pronounced dead at a hospital. Officers responded to a shots fired call. They found both of the men suffering from gunshot wounds. Ambulance shows up, and they both die. No other suspects are unaccounted for. We literally have almost like a duel situation that took place here.
Yeah, and it may sound insensitive, but I think the world is a better place without these two.
Well, my reaction initially was these two ended up killing each other as opposed to some kind of innocent bystander. If you look at different reports of what happened, some reports say that there was some kind of a cutoff situation when driving, and that one driver was particularly the aggressor, right, and started shooting at the other driver. And then the recipient of the initial shot, who also was legally carrying a gun, took out his gun in an attempt to legally defend himself, Lewis. So really the argument being made is, no, this is not just two gun nuts that started shooting at each other because they were arguing. One was notably and visibly the aggressor and started shooting, and the recipient of that gunfire was lucky enough to carry a gun and be able to defend himself, and it just so happened that they both ended up dead.
That is perfectly possible. That could very well be the case. In which case, the world would be a better place without one of these guys. But still, maybe to me, I don't get road rage. I just find it hard to believe that immediately after being cut off, someone would just pull a gun out and start shooting. Maybe pull it out and wave it around. But I could be wrong. There are plenty of crazy people out there.
Right. Waving a gun around when somebody blows a stop sign and you've got to slam on your brakes, that's a perfectly normal reaction. But waving it around and then shooting, you're nuts if you do that.
It reminds me of that old Offspring song. I'm sure some people know what I'm talking about. But yeah, road rage, not good.
Not good at all. And again, perfectly legal, responsible, concealed carry gun owners up until the moment at which at least one of them, because of a road rage, because of a car incident, decides to start firing at the other driver. It's not that rare of an occurrence that we see situations that should not lead to any kind of violence lead to gun violence and people dying.